Hello, I'm going to say a few words about an event. We're facing a situation where the thought that I'd be speaking was almost unthinkable, but all along, generation after generation, a network of families have been manipulating and directing this world and the world that those children and grandchildren must live in. It's coordinated. It's being directed to a specific end. As my books predicted and explained in detail many, many years ago, when you see the people being cleared from the rural lands of America according to a specific plan which I've been long able to uncover and expose along with other people, and once that is done, layer upon layer upon layer, added to all the layers before, all the jigsaw pieces put into place so the picture becomes, whoa, so that's what's going on. I would doubt if anyone will leave that arena at the end of that day the same person who arrived, and certainly with the same perception of the world self, because this is about perception of self too. We're not little me, we're not Joe Public, we're not I've got no power. That's what this control system wants us to believe, so that we do not express the power that we have. Because we are in this mess, and my goodness me, most people have no idea how deeply in the mess we already are in terms of this playing out of this Orwellian nightmare around us all the time. We're in this mess because of ignorance and because of the idea that even if we know something about what's going on, we have no power to change it. Something's happening here, as the song said in the 60s. Well, the song said, what it is ain't exactly clear. Well, it is becoming more and more clear. People are beginning to awaken to the plight that we face and the conspiracy, the game that's being played around them all the time. But the whole foundation of it will be to take these apparently diverse, apparently unconnected subjects and areas of our daily lives and putting them together to show that they are actually strands in the same tapestry. They are links in the same chain, whatever analogy you want to use. And when you look at the shocking levels of basic freedoms and privacies that are now deleted by the day, almost by the hour, with the invasion of more and more surveillance, more and more data surveillance, more and more impositions upon us through the ever-expanding use of cameras and even naked full-body scanners in airports and all this stuff. When you put that together, these are not isolated dots within a random world. If only. They'd be bad enough if it was like that. But it's not. I underplayed how I said it was going to be, because it's much worse than I thought. And you know, when you look at world events in isolation as dots, there's the pepper bombing of Wembley Arena, pepper bombing of whole cities of civilians and children on the pretext of protecting children and civilians from harm through violence. Basically 10 o'clock in the morning to around 10 o'clock at night in 4 sections and like 1,500 images. There'll be music and lots of things involved. Or we go about surviving another week, another month with the rent and building our career, whatever, having our families and seeing them grow up and all the hopes we have for the future. When you look at the state of the world economy and in Europe and America and around the world, where people are increasingly losing their homes and livelihoods, I was almost going to say then, so the tail stops wagging the dog. But what we're facing in this world in terms of the numbers being manipulated compared with the numbers doing the manipulating, we are looking at a tail wagging an elephant. When we reverse that, it's all over. And that's what Wembley is massively designed to do. Thanks for listening.